o'clock, 27 degrees. The weatherman said 24 degrees. We're doing better, really we are. Monday, January the 6th, and believe me, absolute pleasure because, believe me, officially as Galaxy 107 FM, we really haven't been to Oslo, Norway. Well, we kind of have. You see, we did something in the New Year's show and fully enjoyed meeting not only Gear but Lady E from the Viking Queen. Now the poor victims are back again, this time to talk about their music, and we're going to do this interview. We really are. So let's run through it. Oslo, it is 11 o'clock at night over there, well, 9 minutes after 11. And thank you, guys, for joining us this evening because, believe me, we know you listen over there. We really do. Let's meet the band, of course, Gear, Mirinda, Lady E. Now, Gear, I've got to ask you, Gear, what instrument do you play in the band?
No, I don't play nothing. We have Chris, who is the drummer.
Right, you know, I've been kind of trying to figure this one out because, believe me, I thought you were an on-stage member of the band because we're going to talk about something very important that's going to be happening very shortly in your life through this interview. We're going to break breaking news. This is going to huge for Norway. It really is. Now, but at the same time, I have never seen an instrument either on video or anything that you've been a part of. And I realise you are the manager of the band, and good on you for that because, believe me, that's not an easy job. But the connections to what you're doing is absolutely stunning. It really is. And I thank you for joining us here in New Zealand, part of Galaxy 107 FM. You've become part of the family. Same with you, Lady E. You are all part of the family. We're going to talk about getting you here in New Zealand. But first of all, let's go through the band. Of course, Gear, Mirinda, Lady E is the vocalist, and I'm talking lead vocalist, you will understand. Miss Red is the backing vocalist, and again, just absolutely stunning. Now, Robin, who we met yesterday, Robin, over at his place with you, and of course your good ladies were over there yesterday. We had a little bit of a celebration, which we will break to breaking news when we get through this. We really will. But one that grabs me here, and this is really cool, Lazy. Now, he's the guitarist, right?
Yes, he is guitarist.
Okay. Lazy? Really? That's a hell of a name.
He's the guitarist too.
Lazy, you know.
Lazy.
Then, of course, there's Chris Mirinda. Now, Gear, is that your son?
Yeah, yeah. He's my son.
Nice, because he plays the drums, and believe me, wow, literally. Now, another one that gets me is Mice. Now, he's the bass player, right? Again, I'm struggling with the names Lazy and Mice. Now I just want to go Lazy Mice.
Yeah, and so we have Miss Reed. She's the back vocal.
Yes, it's a lead chorus.
Yes.
We might have other chorus first, but we have echoes. That's always there on her. She's like the lead chorus. Yeah.
Okay, I absolutely get that. I really do. It's just, unfortunately, this is the research that's been given to me, so I can only read out what I've got here, literally. But Viking Queen...
Some changes in line now as well, because it's not Mike, it's Mike actually. But because some we're not going to get into, it's private problems. We are now looking for a new bit. We already have several people very interested, so we think it won't be too long till we have a new bassist. We're all having so that's interesting.
Nice. Now, you formed the band 2017, and I absolutely applaud you for doing so. Now, you guys are literally Norway's royalty right now in the music world. You really are, and have hits including places like Japan. I think number 6 in Japan right now.
Yeah.
You know, this is absolutely amazing, my friend, and I congratulate you for putting the band together. But what was your inspiration to come up and create Viking Queen? Where did it come from?
So me and my friend, I have a friend, so we start to plan first about this. And when we starting to read this band, the first was two front singers. And we tried two front singers together, and there was a lot of cat fight. So we fired the both, and the first name was Viking Queen. And so we switched the so it was Viking Queen. And so we started to plan the band all the time, and started to get a rock band with me. And so we started to make music, and so after that we was in the TV series Norwegian Redneck, and so we stayed up from there.
Well, I'm going to actually talk to you about the TV show Norwegian Rednecks because this is a little bit about moonshine in a lot of ways, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, I loved it. I love this idea. I really do. You see, I follow an American TV show called Moonshiners and know a number of the actors, per se, if you want to call them actors. I suppose that's a good word for them. Criminals, yeah, okay, for that country, for where they are, but they turn out a particular product that I absolutely adore, I've got to be honest with you. So I'm interested in moonshine, and not only in America and Canada. Why not try some Norwegian moonshine? Now, tell me a little bit about Norwegian moonshine. Is it legal to make there, or do you have to go running into the bush like the Americans?
I think it's the same song in the America. It's not legal to make this in Norway.
That's interesting. You see, we can make it here, not a problem. We don't really need a license. Literally, we buy the products and everything. There's enough taxes on that. They let us make our own home brews, if you want to put it like that. And believe me, it doesn't matter if it's a bit of vodka or a bit of whiskey or something like that. We're allowed to do it, which is always interesting for why those are in place in places like America and, of course, your country, you know, because if you make something illegal, then sooner or later there's going to be a black market for it.
I think if you have certain your not entire certain, but I think you can make a lot for your home use, but it has to be under.
You know, I do understand that. I really do. But keeping in mind, Lady E, the very first time I told you, I said I'm coming over there and we're going to get into a bit of trouble. You said there's no laws that could, you know, we're so safe over here. It's not a worry. Let's come over. I said by the time we leave, there will be laws embedded to keep me out of your country.
Up here, not everywhere, but up north. So far. So great.
Nice. Now, our very first song, of course, for the Viking Queen here at Galaxy 107 FM is The Blood of the Viking. Now, this is huge. I love the song. So, tell me a little bit about it. How did the lyrics come together? How did you put it all together? Because this is an absolutely mind-blowing piece of work.
Well, I was actually not a part of the writing process because it's a new band, and it was Robert, Robin, who wrote it. And to me, I have and personally excited the urgent looking for group. I have Viking roots, so of course to me, it's personal. Think about the Viking blood and about fighting with rock and roll. That's part of the lyric. We fight for rock and roll, and to me, rock and roll and metal is a weapon against being bullied, being put down for many years. And I think that's a shield. I've now as a weapon as well. So yeah, that's right.
Very, very cool. Right here at Galaxy 107 FM live.
Galaxy.
See, I told you we were at Galaxy 107 FM. Here we are, going all the way to Norway, talking, of course, to Viking Queen live, and here they are, Blood of the Viking. How we going, guys? Nice. I'm just going to...
Hello everyone online.
Martha!
Thanks for joining us.
Ja?
Thank you.
Det här var den gamla bioen de har fått. Den här Mike.
Där, ja. Ja. Ja, but that's the problem.
Doesn't want me to go.
Ja.
Oh, effectively.
I'm just going to bring...
Cheers!
That's right.
Cheers, my friend, cheers. I'm just going to bring them that just a fraction. There you go. Cheers, my friend.
It's an Italian wine that I got for my birthday called Gravina Hotnessson. This is like a TV show that we watch every New Year's.
Nice.
So, yeah, this is interesting because it's like a very, very old movie from 1963.
Wicked.
Black and white. Yeah, every year. It's European tradition to watch this movie. And this, it's about, what you call it, the Countess and the Butler, basically. And this butler sitting over this furry rug you can see on the picture here. Like,
Yep.
yeah, that's kind of the style. He's tripping over this, and this lonely countess is sitting around the table, drinking, and he goes around taking a shot for all of her friends that passed, you know, so this butler is getting drunker and drunker. Well, she's doing for fun, and tossing down for everyone around that's no longer with us.
Lady E, I'm going to have to cut you off there. We're going to go back live now.
Hi,
Okay.
Miss Red. We have Miss Red online.
Miss Red's online.
Yeah. Hi, sweet.
Honour
Yeah.
to have you with us.
Yeah.
That's right, you're part of Galaxy 107 FM. Good morning, and glad to have everybody along. 22 after 11 o'clock. It is 25 degrees downtown. Heading, well, you know, it was supposed to be 24 degrees. We've gone up as far as 28 today. I think we might even revisit it this afternoon, you never know. Monday, January the 6th, and I'm absolutely honoured to be joined by rock royalty in Viking Queen. Of course, manager Gia Marinda is joining us, and Lady E. It is an absolute pleasure to have you guys back again. I've negated to say to you guys, Happy New Year. The last time we met was on the New Year's Eve show, and we know it's going to be a successful New Year for you guys.
Ja.
You know,
I had two nervous dogs and the baby and my mom after this so New Year's just going into New Year with a low pulse, you know.
yeah, absolutely. I get that, and believe me, I am so looking forward to meeting you guys and watching what you do live on stage. I really, really am, because I absolutely applaud you for your vocals. You're an absolute charm for the band and an absolute asset to it as well. And I think you guys are going to go a long way. I really do, including all the way to New Zealand. Now, Gear, we've talked about this before, haven't we, my friend? We want you to come to New Zealand.
And we will go. And we will start to so we will start to plan everything.
Exactly. We need to be able to do this because I know that not only Lady E, but Mum and maybe husband, boyfriend is going to join, and of course my good buddy, you know, Amadeus. We got to have Amadeus in the mix and bring them all down here to New Zealand so that we can all partake in some of the finer things we do here in New Zealand. Now, Lady E, you were saying you don't mind a bit of food and eating some crazy stuff. Yeah, are you up for maybe a hoo-hoo grub?
Hoo-hoo grub?
Yes, spelled H-U-H-U. It is a... well, the Maoris, the indigenous folks of New Zealand, do eat it, have eaten it in the past, they've survived on it. It is kind of a food group, but let me say it this way.
Kind of.
Well, yeah, you've heard of a caterpillar, right? This is a caterpillar on steroids. It's like a double-decker bus to a mini. It's big, it's white, it's got a black head. Now what you do is you put the live body in your mouth, rip off the head, don't eat the head, it's yucky, but when you crunch down on this, it's like eating creamy peanut butter.
No way. Not still alive.
Oh heck yes, and absolutely we will be partaking in a bit of Viking Queen vodka, and I mean partaking in it before we do this, but we have a place down the South Island, west coast of the South Island, because New Zealand's made up of mainly 3 islands, you know, the Stewart Island, South Island, and then the big one, which is us here in the North Island, but they have a wild foods festival down there, and believe me, they deep fry things that really shouldn't be deep fried, you know what I mean, but it's all good fun. It's
Yes, we will taste that.
Nice. Yeah, we will. We really will. We do it with everybody that comes to New Zealand. Don't feel that, you know, you just got to wonder about the guy handing you a bowl of these live wiggly things and expecting it to go in your mouth, don't you? But we can always say, don't worry, Lady E, man up. So then from there we can take you down, show you the Fox Glacier, all that sort of stuff, and believe me, that is absolutely spectacular to see. And we'll take you down to Queenstown. Now, Queenstown, in a sort of a way, it's sort of like a wannabe city, but it's a boutique town where all the A-listers from around the world come and get away from their friends that they bring with them to get away from. You know what I mean? It's one of those places. Shania Twain owns property down there. Kevin Costner was seen down there not so long ago, and same with Tom Cruise, people like that. And of course, all of their entourage that they say they're not with, but they are with. You never know who you're going to bump into down there. It is absolutely splendid. It really, really is. And as I said to you before, I'm going to throw you off a bridge. We are the world's best at bungee jumping. We are. We are the world's best at bungee jumping. I don't know, is it poor taste to make an Australian joke now?
Poor taste.
Yeah, it is poor taste. I shouldn't do it?
No.
No? They didn't even invite us for the barbecue. I suppose we shouldn't make any jokes about them. But, you know, we will attach the bungee because maybe you're not of Australian origin. So that's one good thing. Having said that, I know that Barbara is an Olympic shopper, so believe me, the lady folks are going to go shopping, and I can see you guys buying up half in New Zealand, I really can, and us guys are going to go and explore some alcohol from place to place. I think that would be appropriate, don't you, Gear?
I think so.
Then at the same time, I think that it's only appropriate that we get together and maybe do a bit of a winery tour so that we can compare both sides and believe me, ladies will be able to join us as well. They really will, because who else is going to drive us home? What do you reckon, dear?
I think maybe Barbara can drive.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't drink. She really doesn't. And that's a good idea. Now, let's talk about this TV show, The Norwegian Rednecks, because believe me, you are familiar with making TV shows, Gerd. Now, we've got something in mind for very shortly within this year. Can we let the cat out of the bag?
Yeah, so this TV show, Rednecks, was fucking crazy TV show. It was everything. They do everything crazy stuff. From shooting the gun, dynamite, swing. It was crazy. Everything was fucking crazy about it. So we was with them in season 3 in 2018, I think so. And I know we have signed under, and we will have their own TV show now. About the life for the band, the private, when we rehearse on tour, concert, everything happening about rock and roll music for Viking Queen.
Yeah, exactly. And this is going to be exciting. It really, really is, because I'm going to want a copy of the full show starting, series 1 all the way through, because personally, I know you guys now. I really, really do. But can we announce a little bit of something that's going to happen, say in the time that you have over there, where you have 24-hour daylight?
Yeah, of course, we can do that. So you think midnight show?
Yes, the midnight show.
Yeah.
Now, can we give our listeners a little bit of information about that? Because I think this is absolutely extraordinary. It really, really is. There's going to be bands there like Skid Row. And, of course, there's going to be people hanging around. Of course, Dee Schneider apparently is going to be there. Want to meet him. I'm going to meet people like, just so many names to be able to mention. But the thing is, we're going there, aren't we? We're coming over there for a very, very special occasion. I'm not going to let the special occasion out of the bag too soon, but we're coming to Norway. We're going to meet you, aren't we?
Yeah.
And
you can have your show into, you can do what you want, and I will bring you and Barbara on stage. It was happening from really big on the stage.
Exactly, and all of this is going to be filmed by these TV companies, isn't it?
Yes.
This is huge. Not only is it huge for our town and, of course, our region, the Bay of Plenty, and, of course, New Zealand as a whole, because we're going as ambassadors of New Zealand. We're going to be typical Kiwis. That means we better have a police escort, because we're going to get into trouble over there.
I think so.
But at the same time, I'm excited that we're actually going to do this with TV cameras and stuff like that, because it is an absolute honour to be asked to be a part of this. The big news is still to come, but please tell me all about Empire of Death. I love this track.
Yeah.
Let's start, guys. No. Well, Empire of Death also written by yeah. Well, like Vikings, they traveled with Vikings as well. There's probably Vikings song, but this is one's more about the strength and courage of the Viking, and an ode to the god Thor and Odin, and just brute force. It's more sometimes it's sort of modern battle song. It's what you listen to when you're ready to go into battle, or the mosh pit, or you know, you're going into this jumping to kind of fight strength, and you listen to this and you go in and you go, yeah, I'm ready, yes.
That's what we call a rah-rah song here in New Zealand, something that gives you the rah-rah, you know what I mean? And absolutely love it, I really, really do. Having said that, met Robbie yesterday, and he did a little bit of a private riff, you know, for us. He's absolutely shredded it out, he really did. Love, love, love that. Please, please pass on that we absolutely appreciated that. Thank you so much for entertaining us yesterday. But first of all, here live at Galaxy 107 FM is Viking Queen. And I say live, they are live with Empire of Death. Damn, it's hot.
Yes, I'm sweating.
You're sweating. Absolutely. How you feeling?
Ja. Du må rede på hva som skjer på midnattsrøkken nå.
Ja, det blir jo bruddet.
Ja, du får si det på så alle får det med seg, holdt jeg på å si. Oh. I'm sweating. I'm strictly jealous of your weather down there because I'm sitting here inside, but only because I've got like woolly socks and warm clothes and heated up the house like really hot.
We've got fans going all over the place here. It is 25 degrees outside, but unfortunately this is in Fahrenheit. It is 94 degrees Fahrenheit inside here, which is damned hot. It really is, you know. So literally, if you see me doing things like this, I'm just wiping sweat away from my eyes, and I apologise, I really do. But it is damned hot, it really is. Now guys, our next one is of course the trial of the Viking, so we want to have a chat about that. But Gear, I love Hammer of the Gods.
Yeah?
I do. That copy that you wanted me to have a listen to, I've kept. I've beaten it up, but I haven't played it on air or anything like that. But I cannot damn wait for the finished article of that 60%. Jesus Christ, that's awesome. That's damn good.
We had great stuff.
Oh my God! Hello!
Hi!
Hello! Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Don't worry, Hi guys.
Absolute pleasure to meet you, sir.
Likewise.
And we love your band as well. We really, really do.
Hi!
All right. Thank you.
That crazy sword thing is Barbara. She's attached to that. You need insurance around here because she keeps waving this. It's like that Jedi wand thing, you know?
Yeah.
Scary.
New Zealand in
Hi Cheryl, I love you.
So, we have a review.
Nice. Nice. We want you to come back. Hold on. Let's go live. Bye.
I'll talk to him after.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 22 away from 12 o'clock lunchtime. Almost midnight in Norway right now, 26 degrees here. It is hot, damn hot, I tell you. It is getting warmer by the minute. Monday, January the 6th, and believe me, absolute honour to be joined by Lady E and Gear from the band the Viking Queen. These are royalty in Norway, they really, really are. Almost it's Onslow. You're just almost fringing onto Onslow, aren't you?
Yeah. It's not so far away from the capital, is it?
Yeah, absolutely. And believe me, you get a huge following in Norway, you guys. You really, really do. Now, first of all, Lady E, thank you for sharing that wonderful man with us for a couple of minutes there. We'd love to be able to have a chat to him maybe in the future. What do you reckon?
Making sure that if our son wakes up, that's actually ready to.
As every good man should do. Yeah, absolutely. And of course you always have to take care of your progeny. They are going to be the next rock stars of the future. Believe me, they really are. At the same time, Lady E, please pass on a big hello to your mum for me. It was a pleasure meeting her the last time as well.
She's listening, so she's probably here.
Poor lady. But having said that, I got to say a big kia ora to another member of your band. Lady Red is joining us live on Facebook right now, and looking forward to having a chat with you when we meet up in your country very, very shortly. Galaxy is going to Norway, and that's exciting. It really is, because we want to take 5+ million people with us on the radio. They're going to tune in. We're going to be doing interviews. We're going to be meeting bands. And, yeah, can I tell the world what else we're going to be doing?
Yes.
Gear is getting married. This is huge. It is one of the biggest breaking newses for Norway as of a whole. And tell me a little bit about the wonderful wife-to-be. What's Norway losing out on? Who got you?
I think this is the first time this was happening ever on the stage and everything. You get married on the stage and Robert, he will be the priest and everything. Yes. And I think it will be great.
Yeah, I do too. And now at the same time, while you're doing this, you're going to have a couple of, well, let me say, I don't know whether you've ever heard of them, but Skid Row's going to be playing live on stage with Viking Queen, doing the song, and believe me, you're going to want to be able to hear that. But at the same time, I have an idea that another good friend of ours from the Mighty One's going to be there. Tim is going to be joining us as well, and I see that you guys are going to be doing a collaboration down the track as well.
Yeah.
You know, believe me, Lady E, have you met Tim yet?
I haven't actually. It's been like a brief guy that's told me about him and stuff, but you know, I haven't really at the moment. But I'm looking forward to meeting him. I'm really excited about it forever.
You know something, Lady E? What I can say about Tim is, from me, much respect. I respect this man for his talents, for what he is, for who he is. And believe me, I think it will make an absolutely wonderful union of Viking Queen and the Mighty One together. This is going to be one hell of a collaboration. It really, really is. And I applaud Gear for jumping all over this one. I really, really do. Because I think this is going to be a huge success. It really is. But let's get back to your wedding now and Skid Row. There's going to be other people there as well, notably people as well. And your TV show is going to be covering all of this. But having said that, Barbara and I, the famous Barbara and I, are going to be there as well to be able to be a part of this. I don't know how to thank you.
Yeah, I think, I told you will be the best man of the stage with me. Robert is the best man. And Kai Dante, and I hope Theon, he will be that too, so we will have a big family, rock family. And Barbara will be the best, for my wife. And
Be the ring bearer.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I will make him a Frodo costume for this purpose. I will make him a rock and roll Frodo inspired costume to be the ring bearer.
Awesome. Well, if you're going to do that for him, how about making a costume for me? Because I'm damn boring. I come along in jeans and a t-shirt.
yeah.
Rock and roll costume there, you know, that's beautiful. You know, it's somebody's going to be the ring bearer. I want it to be fun, and I want to, because he'll be walking by then. So
Yeah.
I want him to be a little mini Frodo ring bearer.
That is so cool. It really, really is. And believe me, on behalf of New Zealand and the Winter Workshop and everything like that, I think he would absolutely fit into it. I've seen him. I've met him, of course, the last time we spoke. Somehow I think he sort of slept through the interview, but I don't know. You know, he yeah, exactly. And I'm hoping that wasn't my fault.
No, it's probably, it was my, I think it was my fault for going and like trying to film him, and probably someone else could. No, meaning you.
Absolutely, I get that, and congratulations to both you and the lucky man that we met earlier on, because believe me, I think you guys are going to make a legendary couple. I really, really do. But talking of legendary couples, yourself and your wife-to-be are going to be getting married at this festival that we're all going to be a part of over there.
Yeah.
And you were saying that it's like daylight 24 hours a day. How long does that last for?
What'd you say?
How long does the daylight last for? If it goes for 24 hours, well, you know, there's another 24 hours coming around. Does it go for like a month or maybe a week or...
In the north.
Yeah, because you said, you know, you're at that side of the world where in the wintertime she's dead black all the time, and then in the summertime it's 24-hour daylight. Now, for having...
Also, this is the part of the north of Norway. It's been 4 months black all the time, and it's from April to October. It's like 4 times, 4 hours.
Crazy.
That's horrible! That's horrible! How the hell do you get to sleep in all that daylight?
So, you know, so we're living in the south of Norway. It's not the same from in the
Yeah, well,
north.
it's not the same. Like, my niece was born up in Norway. We have like 100 hours of sunlight, and it's like you're going what? It's like looking at, you know, oh, it's starting to get a little darker. And it's like going to look at your watch, and it's like the darkest point of time. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and you still think it's maybe 2 o'clock in the summertime. It's like, it's not, but you have this winter though, like, you might see that sky gets slightly brighter for maybe an hour or so, and then it gets dark again. It's super different.
That you would need some serious blackout curtains, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely. And for the winter time, you need like big glow lamps and heat lamps and UV lamps.
Wow.
I can understand why my sister managed to live up there for as long as she did, because I barely, I handled it very badly just for 1 week at winter. And the summer I was up there for 4 weeks, during summertime, and it was crazy. I was 16, so the world was a bit new, but that was crazy.
That really is amazing. Now I understand why you drink so much.
Further up north, you're cold, you know, the harder the alcohol.
Exactly. Now, at the same time, dear, let's talk about the record label that you're signed to, Area Extreme Productions. Now, getting you guys down here in New Zealand, you're also under the Live Rock booking management. How do we work with that?
Also the booking management, they plan to everything around the production to the tour, booking a concert for Viking Queen, everything they take care of.
Nice.
And the record label, they pay for studio time, video, everything for things then. So we have signed up for 5 years, free record.
Nice. Now, what I was asking is basically, does Barbara work with the with the booking agents? Do we get a handshake together? Can we get something on the table here? And what's our first step? Because we want you guys to come to New Zealand. We really, really do. But having said that, of course, we were discussing Japan, a bit of Europe, UK, Australia. Yeah, a bit of Australia. Crispy Australia. You know, they're having a good time over there right now. And, of course, everybody's got a detox down here in New Zealand. We're going to bring you back to reality and have a damn good show. And we would love not only to bring you guys, but let's make something spectacular now. Let's talk about something that could absolutely blow the socks off the world. Let's not only bring that, but we can bring Dimo with us. Dimo, the band. Yep, absolutely. And maybe we could even talk Motley Crue and Quiet Riot. Well, you never know what we might be able to come up with, you know. Skid Row maybe even, and just have one hell of a metal festival in a couple of places here in New Zealand. Let's make it worthwhile. But let's, you know, have a rocker out New Zealand damned metal show. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Definitely. I will contact Live Rock tomorrow so they can contact you guys.
Nice. Now, at the same time...
So you can start to talk.
Exactly.
Everything.
Everything there will have to go through Barbara. She's the one that deals with all of that. But at the same time, yesterday, Gia, you and I, and of course your lead guitarist, absolutely love Robert, and we met the ladies. We got to congratulate you. What a wonderful wife you are looking at marrying. You really, really are. And of course, we met Robert's wife as well. But having said all of that, where was I going with this? Well, bringing you guys down here to New Zealand. We were talking to Tim from the Mighty One as well, and we're going to be doing something where we're going to be bringing you guys and Tim and everybody together here in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is one hell of a project.
Yeah. It's a big project and a lot of fun.
Yeah, believe me. I would say if we could manage to get it in by about December this year, that's rushed. We really don't want to rush it. Maybe this time in 2021 we could absolutely by that stage hit the stage. But you know, it's going to take a lot of planning. It's going to take a lot of meetings between all of us to be able to coordinate the whole thing all at once. And I am absolutely looking forward to the challenge of doing so.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'd love to go back to winter over here because it's winter. It's cold.
Well,
Going somewhere, it's always a plus. So I hope to go somewhere when it's hot. I have it like 25 degrees. Like.
well, we'll invite you here to New Zealand at the right time of the year where you can absolutely walk around comfortably, rather than having to put on big jackets and stuff like that and watch your breath. But having said that, we will make sure that it's not over the top like what Australia's succumbing to at the moment. They are absolutely in some bad trouble over there. They really are.
Might us see your barbecue.
Yeah, our barbecue is absolutely, well, safe. Let's put it that way. We will do a barbecue here in New Zealand. And in fact, I think we'll try and introduce you to something called a hangi while we're here as well.
Yeah.
What?
A hangi.
Traditional food.
A hangi. Yeah, no, that's not where you put a rope around somebody and hang them from a tree. This is food cooked in the ground.
Okay, because I thought more like it was more a hungover sort of situation. It's just you're too hungover to actually stay hungover. You stay hungry.
No, the indigenous folks of New Zealand called the Maori actually use the ground as an oven and cook their food and everything like this. Absolutely superb. We will tee one up for you, but at the same time I'll get Barbara to be able to send you an instructional video of what I'm talking about.
Yes, I love cooking stuff, and especially like world travel cooking shows. So I actually think of show about his chef that goes traveling the world. I think I've seen the same bit of this, yeah.
Well, believe me, this is an experience then for you guys because you will absolutely love it. You really, really will. And at the same time, good food. Really good food it is, you know. Something to partake in as many times as you can. And I absolutely love doing these. I really, really do. Having a few of my friends put one together, believe me, can't beat it. You really, really can't. And we know somebody that'll be able to take care of that, don't we? Yeah, coming out of Gisborne, by the way.
Yes.
Yep, absolutely. So we're going to make use of that, man. We really are. Now, I want to talk about Trial of a Viking because I'm being told I'm running out of hour. So tell me, guys, all about this because, you know, I really can't wait for what I think is a hugely success of a song that literally is going to take Viking Queen up that ladder that little bit more with everybody that's listening right now. So please tell me about Trial of a Viking.
Well, we talked a bit about it here. Right, I said I'm not feeling the writing process, but I've been told what about the song, you know. And originally I had different lyrics, and it was called "Fuck Cancer." And to me, that's very personal because I love I love my mom, and those are pretty like that.
Sounds bad.
And songs about struggles that go through a person. It's about struggles that Viking have, like left their life, their lost what goals and find stickers break apart and they crash ships and travel from home. It starts up a better life. Maybe, you know, somewhere to expand to, and it just ended up being so much more because we suffered so much more, you know. But for me, that song is it's through trial, it's going through new water and place because I've been terrified of so many things for many years. I lost myself disability, you know. I lost myself to very like black the world today because I was scared, and I used it as more of a this is me, live with it. Right, go ahead. I've got my swords and axes ready, and I think Turbo Viking also reflects a certain trail, like in the what your track and what you conquer, and also the trail that you leave behind you, like how the Vikings have left more on history, you know, quoting music. There's this Viking festival in Norway that's metal and you know, Norway is still inspired by this, but the whole world is now being influenced by but Vikings have been there. They've been there since they left it there. They're still there. And if you visit Viking grave markets, people believe in energies and stuff like that. Like, I'm not a very specifically religious person. I've been to very much. There's an energy that you me want to like in the past across the world and made apart. So it's not our history that talks about it. It's other places that talk about the Vikings. That's how we know we're
Very, very cool. Unfortunately, lady, every now and again we're actually getting a little bit of breakup. We're losing some of what you're saying. So basically, I do get the idea. I really, really do. So right here at Galaxy 107 FM is Viking Queen, Trial of a Viking. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Sorry about that. It was just that some parts of that you were breaking up and we were getting a little bit of distortion, so I do apologise.
If she sits a bit closer, maybe.
Well, we can probably sort some sort of microphones better. I'm on my iPad now, which isn't as good as my iPhone.
No worries. No worries. We're actually at the end of it anyway, so you've survived another one, my dear.
Yeah, that's good.
Well done. At the same time, I'll let you know there is 5,795,000. I told you we were going to get over 80,000 people online.
Wow.
Absolutely rocking it up right now. You really are. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us.
I will call Live Rock tomorrow when I stand up and give them the contact info and everything to Barbara, so they can start to plan everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
So will we do an advert, a stinger for the website? Yeah.
We'll do all that.
Crazy photos.
Yeah, we'll do
You're
all
going to do all of that.
And
So,
he'll,
it's not quite over yet because we do a couple of crazy things afterwards, and believe me, I'm going to appreciate those because we want to put them on the website, stuff like that, so that we can promote you as much as possible. Do we do one for Jacksonville, Florida?
Yeah. why
Absolutely,
not?
for Frank Mama. First one of the year, by the way. So we'll discuss that as well. At the same time, you crazy photos. Wow. look at you're perspiring like crazy.
Yeah, just me.
Just you. No, not just
I'm
you.
losing
believe me.
weight.
It's a weight loss program, that's what
Yes.
it is. There you go.
Thank goodness they can't see.
Thank you guys for coming on today. It's been an absolute pleasure catching up again. It really, really is.
And we'll have to see him in a couple of weeks when he releases the new song.
Yes,
Hammers of
because
God.
you guys are coming back. I want to go out with talking about Hammer of the Gods.
Yeah.
You know, is that okay? Can we can finalise this by? This is what we're looking forward to. Yeah.
We are still in progress of working on it, and next week I'm going to Scotland. I have a friend who's a very good friend of mine who's unfortunately diagnosed with cancer. So I'm going to go visit him, and I don't know when we'll be able to work on the song when we get back. So the plan is, and cross our fingers to get it out by the end of January. But we want this song to be as perfect as possible because it's going to be the first song released that hasn't been released with previous vocals, and and also with Kai Zombie. I know he's a perfectionist as well, so he's going to be quite strict on it.
Yeah. Now, I've just got to break in there because we're running out of time, but I do want to talk about that. And
Back to the desk.
oh yeah, let's go back to the desk. Otherwise, I'll get told off. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 3 after 12 o'clock, 27 degrees outside. Hot, I tell you, it's absolutely muggy in here. So add another 10 degrees on there easily this morning. It is Monday, January the 6th. I should actually say this afternoon now, being 3 after 12 o'clock. And good afternoon to everybody that's joining us. Now, we've been joined coming out of, well, close to Oslo in Norway, a band called Viking Queen. Now, we've been joined, of course, by Lady E and the absolutely incomparable Gear from the band, and it's been an absolute pleasure catching up with you guys. But very, very shortly, you guys are going to be coming back and releasing a brand new song to the world through Galaxy 107 FM, Hammer of the Gods. Tell me a little bit about it. I'm excited about this, and Lady E, I have 60% of the song the way it is at the moment. I already have a copy of it. Not going to play it to the world because it's not perfected. I promised Gera I wouldn't do that. But I am excited. If this is the quality of 60%, holy hell.
Don't even say that. This song, this is really a song I feel, it's a tribute to our ancestors and the gods. You know, it's a tribute to whatever you believe in. It's a tribute to the forces of nature. It's a tribute to the strength of what's around you. And of course, like what happened really right is terrifying across the world. Like I keep a close eye on it. It's scary. You know, this is nature. This is you need to be respectful of nature because it's not. And I feel like Hammer of the Gods is, you know, Hammer of Nature. It's a hammer of what represents the forces that are beyond your control, like and Thor and you know how Thor would smash his hammer to make thunder and lightning. And this is about this as much as bringing back the really good rock and metal forces back. When you hear it, you'll understand, you know.
Well, I gotta be honest with you, Lady E, I do have 60% that Gera sent to me at the moment, and I'm just absolutely elated with that. As an engineer, now, I've been an engineer for 35 years. I can't beat this work, I really can't. This is exciting, so I want to see what the 100% finished article is going to be like, because I'm really excited now, I really am. Having said that, now, I just got to ask you very, very briefly, I'm going to be cheeky if you don't mind, Lady E, where do you get your accent from? Because that's not Norwegian.
Well, I lived in Scotland for over 5 years actually. I moved there when I was 18 to study, and I fell in love and I ended up staying a little bit longer. And I went back to school when I was there. I ended up getting dogs there. I moved back to Norway because I thought back to Africa in Norway. And I already said where I get my passport up in school. Ended up moving back home. And I realized you have to move out and I'm trying to do everything. And I, as much as I love and adore Scotland, all its culture, great for everybody else. Except they haven't tested back. But here for years, it's still as my great here. And with one of my friends called the Russian. And, yeah, he drinks a lot of vodka. Also, another friend of Andrea that I used to with. It'll be exciting. I'm such a dog person. They're my puppy. You know, I brought them up for the first 8 weeks, 10 weeks. Like,
I can actually relate to that, Lady E. I really can, because I've done the same with my two brats that I have, our security guards around here. They are trained as security guards, but at the same time, they are the puppies that I used to hold in my hand and feed with an eyedropper way back in the day, to be very honest. Their mother died at birth, so I had to bring them up. And I couldn't really see myself doing too much without them, to be very honest with you. Now, having said that, why I asked you about your accent, literally, you sound like my mother. My mother is from Edinburgh, Scotland. My father was a Native American Indian from Tucson, Arizona, and I speak like a Kiwi.
Yes.
love it.
You know, so
It's a melting pot of Scotland, because most people with like move around in Scotland, people will get Aberdeen. But my best friends from not Aberdeen but Edinburgh, but my best friends from Aberdeen, and I think it sounds like that's in a parallel with her her. But it's the same like if I speak to somebody from London, I suddenly end up being rather posh.
you sound like Barbara.
You've been out.
I had an American mentor, like my first time here in Norway. He's American, so after spending time there, that's where.
Well, you know, lady, I absolutely do love the accent. I really, really do, and it is an absolute pleasure to be able to talk to you. But I'm being told we have to wrap this up for now, and we are coming back again. Of course, we're going to be releasing this brand spanking new song, "Hammer of the Gods." I am excited, so excited. I really, really am. So we're going to be doing that in the very near future. Please pass love on to your man, to your mother, and of course to my brother, Amadeus. It's going to be fun watching him grow through the years. It really, really is, because we're going to know each other forever and a day. I can believe that. Gear, absolute pleasure. Do not change a thing. Don't do anything that is going to change. Be the man you are. Be the manager for Viking Queen that you are. You're bringing these people to the world. And please pass on love not only to your absolutely lovely bride-to-be, but also Robert and his lovely wife as well, and everybody else in the band. So looking forward to them, including Lady Red, who's joining us right now. And we are absolutely excited. I'm excited to come and meet you face-to-face, flesh on flesh, meet everybody. Drink a bit of your vodka, drink some of your moonshine over there, and absolutely get tore up from the floor up. Let's have a party. Let's go and get you married.
Yeah. Of course.
And
have a big rock party.
absolutely, let's do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, let's do that. At the same time, Barbara's going to be a bridesmaid, apparently. I was kind of hoping maybe I might have been a bridesmaid as well.
Yeah, of course.
You know, yeah, well, come on, I've heard it's black dress. You know, that'll do me. Yeah. I'm not sure about the heels, but black dress, yeah, I can do that.
Oh, we can do it one night at a party.
I got the legs for a mini.
There you go. He's opening it up,
I do.
digging your grave.
So, we'll sign off.
Oh dear.
Drink. We'll sign up right now, but believe me, don't go anywhere just yet. We've got a couple of more things that we're going to do, but right here at Galaxy 107 FM, first interview of 2020. It's the Roaring 20s. You're right here at Galaxy. Here's Samantha Mumba.